All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. A weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. The crowd in Cincinnati sang that, and it was amazing. That
was crazy.
They sang it in the exact tune, and it was honestly
it was pretty sick.
Heartwarming, and I literally was almost brought to tears. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is such a magical moment.
They did the on Monday.
Yeah, they did the on Monday deep voice, which was so cool. So shout out to you guys for singing that back to me. I don't have a long list, unfortunately. I watched Squid Game: The Challenge season 2. I'll give that an A. I talked about it last week. I was so locked in that I have to give it an A for how locked in I was. I thought it was very interesting, and that. I honestly didn't watch anything else that was new. On the plane yesterday, I kind of slept for a lot of it, and then I just put on Chopped on the TV.
You want to talk about watching Freakier Friday 2 weeks ago and not talking about it?
Oh, I forgot. I did do that. I watched Freakier Friday on the plane home from Chicago. And I'll give that a C. Maybe a C. No, I'll give it a C+. I'll give it a C+. The nostalgia.
Yeah.
Love seeing them back on the screen. I'm almost forgetting kind of some of it because now it's been 2 weeks and I forgot that I even watched it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'll give it a C+. I didn't love it, but it was cute.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time watching it.
I still need to watch it.
You're always going to love the first more. So I'll give that a C+.
Of course.
And that I watched the new episode of I Love LA, second episode. I will give that a lower grade than the first episode. I liked the first episode better than the second episode. The second episode I will give I'm torn between a B- and a C+. I'll give the second episode a C+. I like the show and I like the premise a lot.
Yeah.
But I liked the first episode better. And
you want to grade Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars this week.
Flavor Flav will give it an A+.
Yeah, no, right. I'll give it an A-, entertaining factor, of course.
Yeah.
There were a lot of frustrations.
Yep.
But that's what makes for a good show when you're locked in like that and you have a lot of passion and feelings towards it. That to me means it was good. So I'll give it an A-. The season's just obviously very engaging as a whole. So I'll give that an A-. And that's it for anything new. Probably just a couple of repeats on the planes and stuff like that. And I unfortunately did not get to watch All's Fair, but I will make it happen.
Yes. So I finished Nobody Wants This. I said I was going to, and I did. And, I don't know. It's just not that deep to me. It's a cute show.
I think it's so cute and funny.
I enjoyed it. I thought that the last episode was a little rushed when it came to just their Noah and Joanne's relationship. Because all of a sudden I'm looking at the time, I'm like, there's 5 minutes left of this episode, obviously something's going to happen. And then, of course, that's also on purpose. They did just announce they got renewed for a 3rd season. So we're going to see how it all, really plays out. But I really loved Esther in this season. She was really my favorite, I thought, and just kind of her journey throughout this season. It's a B. I like it. It's cute. It's fun. And I will say I did feel like their chemistry was better in the first season than the second season a little bit.
I agree with that. I think that this season should have ended with them not being together. So that there was more of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
For if they are going to be together in season 3.
Right.
Because they end up together and you're like, but this isn't going to work again. You're going to have the same same conversation in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
I think she's ready to convert. I think that's going to be the 3rd season.
Maybe she is. I think that they should have left it on a cliffhanger, and then the first episode should have been she's ready to convert, and then maybe she's not ready again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just to spice it up a little bit more. But I agree with you. Cute, funny show.
Yeah. I started Selling Sunset. I think I watched 4 episodes, maybe 5. I watched enough where I saw the situation with Nicole at the table with her comments about Chriselle's parents, and then them having to fire her. Spoiler alert. But I've seen that in the news like a million times. Oh, it's been all over the place. So I was just kind of like waiting for that moment to happen because I was like, I know that is coming because Chrishell has also announced that she is leaving Selling Sunset. This is going to be her last season, which is super fair. I think that from what it seems, it was a lot this past season for her. And I haven't gotten to the stuff with Emma yet. I know that their friendship has kind of fallen apart with a ex-boyfriend of Emma's. It seems like kind of a shitty guy. I saw Mary doing an interview that said maybe they're not together right now. I don't know. I'm trying to piece it's hard to, Selling Sunset's another one of those shows that's hard to piece together because it is filmed months ago and then so much changes by the time it comes out that I'm like, are they friends? Are they not friends? Who's talking? Who's not talking? Selling Sunset's like a solid C. I mean, it is just one of those shows I'm like, oh, Selling Sunset's back on. I guess I'll watch that. I've watched 2.5 episodes of Squid Game, the challenge, because they love to end an episode in the middle of a challenge. It's their tactic. It's what they do. It's how you get the next episode to start playing. I know now it's week to week, so then they leave you on the cliffhanger. But the
next 5 episodes are out on Tuesday.
Oh, all together.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So, like, that's what you just have to watch the next one. You know, I'm watching these people catch a ball. I'm like, why are we acting like this is the hardest challenge of all time, trying to catch a ball? But I understand it's for a shit ton of money, so pressure is high. But they ended right in the middle. I'm like, oh my God, is he going to catch it? Is he not? So then you have to watch like the first 15, 20 minutes of the next episode, at least to the end of that challenge. So I did that. I made it to the end of the catch challenge, and saw who went home there. But I mean, it's good. I'll give it a B. Like, it's very entertaining, and they do cast some fucking characters on this show. They really do, which is always very interesting. So locked into that. I watched Chicago Med and Fire. I didn't watch PD. PD's just hasn't been that good for me, guys. I don't know what to say about it. It's just not as enjoyable. Like, I find myself excited to watch Med and Fire, and then when it gets to PD, I'm like, ugh, like, I don't really know. I'm not feeling it as much. So Med and Fire, I'll give a B, and PD, honestly, I actually can't even grade PD because I didn't watch it this week. So Med and Fire, I'll give a B. And Joe and I watched a documentary on Netflix that he had wanted to watch, and I didn't really know much about it, but it was really, really good. It was called In Waves and War, and it was it's a documentary about 3 former U.S. Navy SEALs who have gone through like just the craziest shit as their time as Navy SEALs, and how they've tried to like combat their PTSD and their mental health issues, and talking about like the effects on their family and being out of the Navy SEALs. And then it goes into actually how they've now used psychedelic assisted therapy that's really, really helped them. And the journey of, you know, getting to that point of even trying it, and then the process of trying it and then being out of it, and how it's really, really changed our lives. Like, one of the guys, you know, he's got teenage kids, and the situation with the family, his wife is talking about walking in and seeing him in these like insanely vulnerable states where, you know, thinking that he was maybe going to take his own life. And then they get to this point of trying out these therapies that are pretty wild and out there, and take them on, you know, the psychedelic journeys, but have really, really, really helped them in their healing process, and showing other people dealing with PTSD who have now tried to use those therapies. It was really very fascinating and very well made. It's because, you know, you hear about those missions, you hear about Lone Survivor, you know, massive movie made out of it and all those things, but this was like a story of the guys and how it affected them that weren't the ones that were picked on that mission, and they come back and they have to deal with that all of these guys that they know are now all dead. And it was just a whole nother point of view that was very, very interesting. It was really, really good. It's an A documentary. I was locked in the whole time. Really well done, really well made. Oh, I want to grade the Wicked special that was on Peacock.
Oh yeah,
One Wonderful Night. Fucking amazing. A+. No, just like the smiling ear to ear the entire time. They put it out on streaming as well that you can listen to it. Their voices are out of this freaking world. Ariana brought up maybe the cutest little kid I've ever seen in my life for Popular, Remington. What a star he is. 4 years old. He's like hitting all his cues. He's doing all his the cutest thing I've ever seen. I was very sad there was no Jonathan Bailey. He was unavailable to participate. But the whole thing was so entertaining. Just made me so excited for Wicked for Good. We're almost there, which is just really, I can't believe we're almost there. And then we got to hear them sing For Good in its entirety at the Gershwin. Cynthia, Ariana, Adina Menzel, and Kristen Chenoweth all together. I mean, just talk about a tearjerker. It was unbelievable. I was actually cracking up last night. We were watching football, and the Wicked for Good trailer came on or something in a commercial. You know, it's Wicked for Good, November 21st. And Joe looks at me, he goes, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, there's a second one. And I was like, are you
have you not talked about it with him?
Yeah, he thought I was just going to see Wicked like again in like another, like some other version of Wicked, just like again. He's like, I didn't realize there's a whole second part. I was cracking up. So that was really, really good. And all's fair. Episode 1. I actually can only grade episode 1 because I haven't watched 2 and 3. And episode 1 just was such a roller coaster that I'm excited to continue watching.
You gave it an F last week.
I did give it an F.
Are you changing it now?
She's changing because
She's
people are
changing it
saying
because
it's bad.
people were saying it was good.
Yeah.
You know, I am easily influenced. That is definitely.
But just
fact.
put what you think.
But you gave it an F last week off your initial reaction.
But it's an F. But I'm gonna keep watching F. You know, like an F really makes it think like, oh my god, this was awful. I don't want to watch it. But it's like it's an F that I love, that I want to keep watching.
So
if
like
that makes
it's an
sense.
F/A.
Yeah. Right. Like it's bad, but I'm locked in. And that's everything I watched.
Okay. I watched the last 2 episodes of Chad Powers. So I finished season 1. Great show. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hell of a cliffhanger, huh?
Like it is, but I didn't like really need to, like part of me wasn't like I need to know what happens in this game. Like it felt like it ended nicely and like I'm hoping there's a second season, but it wasn't like he's running toward the end zone and like will he, like I don't know. It just,
we need to know if he plays good.
Yeah.
No, I know that, but I'm like,
yeah, it was more
I'm
like,
sure
is he going to be
I'm sure Chad will play great. Like,
well,
yeah,
you never
it was
know.
more, is he going to be found
fucked it
out?
up.
Like,
the found out thing is definitely like what I want to know. Like,
right.
But the game and like I don't know, but I enjoyed it a lot. So I'll give Chad Powers a B+. Like that's just a solid show for me. I watched the most recent episode of the Murdochs, and this is the craziest one so far. I don't know if you've seen, like, I saw Feidelberg tweeting about it. Like I'm seeing more people watching it now, but yeah, I mean, just an insane story, and like not really to give anything away because it's a true story and everyone knows about it, but like this is the episode where like the murders happen, so it's pretty wild. Right. But yeah, I'm pretty locked in. Like it's crazy. I'll give it a B+. Like I think it's a solid show. And then last night in this very room, I
that we are sitting in right now.
Watched the first 2 episodes of this show that popped, like a clip of it popped on my TikTok, and I kind of grabbed my attention, and then I went, and it's called All Her Fault.
Yes, I saw.
I've been told by
somebody talk about this.
All my friends say I have to watch
Snook.
this.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the premise is that her son, like 5-year-old son, someone picked her son up from school. Like she has no idea where like her son is.
So her son gets kidnapped.
Yeah. But I don't want to give anything away. But it's like I'm locked in. Like it's very good, and the acting is great. I don't know the other guy's name, but he was in The White Lotus. He's the guy who was like freaking out about not having the right room. That guy.
Oh yes, the dick husband.
He's always really good and stuff. And then Michael Pena. Like there's a lot of good actors.
Yeah,
in it.
That's on Peacock, right?
That's on Peacock.
Yeah, that's on my list.
And I would actually very much recommend that. I'm pretty locked in. It's good. It's like you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. And I will give that a B+ as of now.
B+ is all around solid shows. B+ is always solid.
Yeah, it's not like the greatest thing I've ever watched,
but you're enjoying
it.
But
it's really good.
Yeah.
And that's all I watched.
All right, that's everything we watched. Some things on the list that I definitely want to get around to.
I don't think I graded Dancing with the Stars.
No, right.
I'm with you. A-. I mean, I think it would like.
Oh, I guess I should grade.
Flava Flav brought it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Dancing with the Stars an A+ because Andy made it through.
Yes.
And I'm happy about that.
Oh, good. I'm so happy for you.
Actually, no, I can't give it an A+ because Flavor Flav is just so god awful.
Yeah.
So I'll give it an A-.
All right, we're all on the same page then. All right, that wraps up everything we watched this week. Some things on the list. Hopefully we can cross them off so we can talk about it next Monday.